Hello guys, today we're doing Q&A with Mrs. Rock, who's currently holding the photograph. Mr. Rock, which is right next to me, and me.
And Papa Rock. Hi.
And yes, I am wearing a dressing gown and pyjamas because I am not feeling too well at the minute. So enjoy that one. Yeah, we're doing a Q&A. Finally, we're getting round to it. First take that we did, we had audio problems. So
now we've got other audio issues.
And now we've got other audio issues. So, yeah, there we are. But we're finally getting round to it. So yeah, let's just get straight into some of the questions, shall we? It was originally for a 2K special. We weren't really too sure what to do at the time. But IntelliTom suggested that we do a Q&A. So, shout out to IntelliTom. We really do appreciate that. So we got a bunch of questions. I originally put a post up about 3 months ago, and we're going to blitz through a bunch of those questions, and then we did a second post in the membership tab for any additional questions as well. So for the first question coming in, it's from The Bread, and it is a question for Mr., Mrs. and Little Rock.
Hello.
And the question is, what was your favourite game that you have played / showcased on the channel? So I think I'll go in first. What was the favourite game that you've played? My favourite game personally for me is Tropical Resort Tycoon. It's just one of those kind of peaceful games. It's colourful. It's a happy game for me. I know there's millions of other games out there, but it is just my kind of go-to game that I really, really do enjoy. In terms of showcasing on the channel, it's a bit of a tough one, that for me. I think because we've got a bit of a variety of different stuff. I'd say, for me, I'd probably say the Tropical Resort Tycoons, because we've got a bit of different kind of styles with what Mrs. Rock was playing with. I think the first set of Tropical Resort videos, she really kind of made the characters come to life with the edits, like putting sound effects in, and kind of like made a little story. So I think that's my personal favourite. What about you, Little Rock?
My favourite game on Roblox, probably going to be Greenville. Greenville's my favourite game on Roblox. If you don't know what Greenville is, it's a driving game, like a car driving game. Yeah. You
like Greenville, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favourite game that you've made on Roblox? You made a good few videos, haven't you? Not too sure on that one?
Not too sure on that.
Anything for you?
Yeah, my favourite game that I play quite often, Zach's Service Station, which used to be Gas Station Simulator. It's my go-to game for just chilling out, and my favourite thing to do is like restocking, and I've got all the game passes for it, so I just really enjoy playing that game. Favourite one on the channel? That's a really tough one. I think that there's one that we did, was it Tropical Resort one? All of us kind of got together in the video, and some funny things happened. Exactly.
I think that's why they are for me, that one, because it kind of brings it all to life, and you know, you can add the sound effects in and stuff, and it's just really good fun.
It was one of the older ones. Obviously we went in it ourselves, just our characters, and my head did some weird glitch, and that was funny.
I think because you've got your characters as an alien as well, so that's quite funny.
Was that on the Tropical Resort one?
What about you, Baby Rock?
I think she's saying Gas Station, Sim.
That's the one that she likes anyway. So thank you very much, The Bread. We'll move on now to another Bread Cat YouTube. Hello, Bread Cat. Bread Cat's question is, if you ever had a big goal, what was it? So, for example, like a big goal for YouTube, Twitch, Roblox, etc.
My first one would be to get a star code. Baby Rock, what are you doing?
He's about to clean.
Call this cleaning. Yeah, I keep checking about how many, how many subscribers and stuff and videos and hours that you need to get a star code, but it's an interesting journey and a long one. So hopefully one day, that's a big goal.
Any goals for you in YouTube or Roblox? What's a dream? What's a big goal to
To hit a
have?
million. My biggest goal is to hit a million subscribers.
A million
Yeah.
subscribers.
A million subs.
What play button do you get for that?
The gold one.
The gold one. I think that's also an interesting one for me as well, because my big goals never really came about for YouTube or Roblox. So. Sorry, I had to cut it out there. Baby Rock's gone for a sleep. So I'll answer that question now. So goals for me didn't really ever set out to have any big goals on YouTube and that, because it was something that was never really like a big dream of mine. Many years ago, I've been watching YouTube probably for over 10 years, probably about 15 years, on and off. Lots of people I've seen do YouTube throughout all those years. I've probably got way over 100 people that I'm subscribed to, probably on different channels and stuff. So to be on YouTube was never really kind of like a dream. I was always fascinated with it, but never really wanted to kind of be on it. Didn't really have any big goals as such for that. But now that we, you know, kind of things have happened and we are on YouTube now, I think goals for me, it's probably, well, as many of you will know, I'm very community centered. As much as I can be, you know, because we've got the family here and everything as well. I haven't just got loads and loads and loads of time to just sit and be active constantly, but building up a safe place, a place where people can come to, feel safe, you know, kind of free from toxicity, all that stuff. That's a big goal for me. For YouTube, again, it's about meeting people, I think, around the world. You know, obviously we're still only a small channel, but, you know, to see people from different countries and be able to speak to people, it's just amazing. So in terms of like a realistic goal, I think it's to build on that, keep that growing, keep that flowing. Anything extra that comes from that, like, you know, kind of, if we're talking like subs or whatever, I think it would be fantastic to actually have a play button or two. I think, you know, I've seen so many people get them throughout the years that I've been watching YouTube, but I think for us to have one ourselves would be pretty epic. For Twitch, probably the same goals as well. Obviously a completely different platform, but building on it slowly. I don't know if there's any sort of like achievements in terms of play buttons and all that stuff like there is on YouTube, but again, same principle, kind of build a community, explore Twitch more and more. Goals for Twitch probably would be a couple of thousand followers and then see where it goes from there, maybe. Again, different platform, and we'll kind of see how it rolls with that. Roblox, I think I agree with Mrs. Rock on that one. I think it'll probably be, I'd love to have a star code, I think, especially more for Little Rock. I think that'd be a massive achievement, wouldn't it, for Little Rock to have a kind of like a creator code on there. So I think that'll be quite fun. So yeah, thank you very much, Breadcat. I hope that's kind of answered your question. If not, just tell me in one of the live streams. Right, next question is from the one and only Kyle, our designated recap and weatherman. The question is, which pressure pattern do you like the most, high or the low pressure, and what kind of weather do you like, the snow, thunderstorms or blue skies? What type of weather do you like?
I like sunny weather.
You like sunny weather, don't you? What about you, Mrs. Rock? Do you like?
I like weather.
I know what kind of weather you like, but you might like...
Yeah, I like sun, but I do like the odd thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Lightning and thunder, it fascinates me.
Yeah.
I do like the wind when I'm in the house. I like the sound of the wind. I just don't like it when I'm out.
I think I'm probably more or less kind of on that.
The wind. I like it in the house. It depends how fast the wind is. If it's going very slow, I don't mind it, but if it's going really, really fast, I just don't really like it then. I like the fast wind, like when I'm in the house, kind of like ASMR, you know, kind of.
Yeah.
For high and low pressure, I think high pressure, from what I can remember, is, you know, obviously you've got kind of lighter winds, clearer skies, stuff like that. Low pressure tends to be your bit more doom and gloom weather, you know, your heavier winds, storms, stuff. Which ones do I prefer the most? I'm gonna automatically say high pressure, because, you know, lighter winds, sunnier days, all that stuff. I don't mind a little bit of low pressure because we live in the UK, so you get used to that a lot more, you know. Yeah, that's it. You kind of get, you know, some storms, it depends what part of the country you're in. So, you know, they could say we get a bad storm, but it might not affect us as much. So, but if I've got to pick one, I'm going to say high pressure. Snow, thunderstorms or blue skies. I love blue skies, reminds me of holidays. I do like snow. We don't get a lot of snow in Liverpool. Sometimes we might get a burst of snow one every 5 years or something, where it lasts for maybe 2 days, something like that, and then the next day you usually find any snow that's left just turns to that kind of horrible hard stuff with the ice, so it's not fun anymore. But when we do get proper snow, we do love it, don't we? You know,
like when it turns into like hard stuff, it's not really very fun.
No, can't make those snowballs, can we?
You can't.
Slush.
Or slush, yeah.
Slush.
Me and snow don't get on.
No.
I don't like snow. I like the look of it, but
Well,
I
you
don't
couldn't
like.
draw.
I don't like the cold. Like I really don't like the cold. So
But I do love the snow. I'd
It
love to
makes
go
you
to a
think.
proper snowy country one time, like
yeah,
you know.
that snow's different.
It's
though.
proper. You'd expect
Yeah,
it in those
it's
countries, though,
Other
isn't it?
countries.
Here again, it's because it's the UK, so
Yeah.
you just get what
I don't like
you
UK.
get.
Other countries' snow is like different.
It is, yeah.
Compared to the British snow. The British snow, you only get it like 2 days, 3 days. Something.
I've
Don't get me
actually
wrong.
been skiing.
Yeah,
I went skiing when I was 11. It was lovely. It's a different kind of snow. I just can't explain that.
there is other parts of the UK as well that do get it like absolutely banging. You know, you've got like Scotland
Yeah.
and southern England. You got Yorkshire and other places. Just Liverpool gets a weird set of snow, really. So yeah, hopefully that's answered your question there, Kyle. That's kind of our weather preferences here. You have to excuse me throat. Right, next question over to Johnny Boy. Well, it wasn't really much of a question. He just says, congrats on 2K. But yeah, it was obviously because we're
Now we're
a
at
couple of months
PK.
behind on the Q&A. Yeah, so John Heap, yeah. So
Thank you,
Johnny. So we're moving on to another question from Breadcat again. Who motivates you to keep going with your YouTube career? And in brackets, Breadcat's put can be more than one person. So I think for me, motivation to keep going with the YouTube career, it's probably got to be the family, really. Mrs. Rock, Little Rock, because you know we kind of came about the channel. It's kind of going to be like an answer within an answer for the question. We kind of started out the channel during lockdown. We got a PC and we had a bit of a busted up laptop that worked, but no, it wasn't great for doing much on. But yeah, we kind of started it, and like I said, I've been watching YouTube for years and years and years. But Roblox, I haven't been playing for years and years and years. It's about 3.5 years maybe now, something like that. I think watching Little Rock playing it. Mrs. Rock as well.
I've been playing Roblox for like 5 years.
It's been a long time, so it kind of got me into it then once I was able to access it properly, say on the PC. You know, I kind of got motivated through that. In terms of people, again, it's because with the RockSteady family, we kind of try and motivate each other to keep going with, if you know, kind of like, if you want to call it like a YouTube career. Not just the Roblox stuff as well, kind of like the chip videos. I do like getting out and about as much as I can. It's much more difficult at the minute because obviously we've got Baby Rock and other responsibilities, but yeah, I think the motivation of being able to kind of just pick up a camera and go and sharing experiences, I think, and seeing people watching as well, I think that's a big motivator. You see, if you was to upload a lot of stuff and it was just 0 views for everything, you're really just kind of keeping a personal vlog really for your own viewing. But I think when you get to share those experiences with other people, again, like one of the previous questions I answered with people from around the world, it fascinates me that people are fascinated watching stuff that we might do. So that's a big motivator. And like I say, family, we all tend to motivate each other, you know, because sometimes doing YouTube and Twitch and all that it's not always easy. It can be very difficult sometimes, keeping up with everything, and we're constantly learning as well. I'm not a pro. None of us are pros by any means. You know, it's only been a couple of years and there's still so much to learn, but that I love doing that, and I know Mrs. Rock enjoys doing that as well. Always constantly learning and finding new things, which then adds to being a bit more creative. And I think we'll be forever learning on YouTube, and that is a motivator, because you know, you might discover something and go, "Oh, that's really good," or I don't know, I might just wake up one morning eating breakfast and I'm like, "That'll be a good idea. Let's turn that into a project." So there's quite a lot of different motivational factors.
We've made some amazing friends. Seniac is a friend now. Mum Bear, Seniac's wife, and you know, we've become like really good friends. We've met them, and we've just had such fun with them. They're big motivators. I think it's a rare thing when you find people who, you know, are wonderful people, and the circumstances that we've met them are very special. You know, that we've got to know them, and we shared a lot of laughs, issues, things that friends do, and they're big motivators for me. Simple things like asking for help. You know, oh God, OBS isn't working today, someone help. So, you know, I'll reach out to Mum Bird and Seniac and see if they know. They've been a big motivational factor for us.
I
We're very lucky.
Completely agree with that. I think because it touches on the kind of like the networking and cross communities and stuff as well. I think they're big motivators. We have people like Tom and Chaz, and you know, just people like Cam Blocks, and you know, you go on a journey throughout that. You know, put away the whole YouTube thing or Twitch or TikTok or whatever. It's the people again. All boils back to the people. You know, there's a lot of people out there who, you know, will treat their subscribers like they're non-humans. They're just numbers on a screen. You know, it's cattle, sheep, moving them around. You know, but when you open up the door, you know, and realise that actual people, apart from the odd occasional bot, you know, but you've got people behind that, and you can network with people and speak with people, and you know, we're all just normal people at the end of the day. But yeah, you know, I think the motivation from other people where they're willing to offer some help, and you're just sharing knowledge basically, and just meeting just genuine lovely people, and we'll continue to do that. You know, but you can do that in the world. You know, there's plenty of social media platforms that you can use. You can simply just walk out and touch grass and speak to people, but who does that? This is a different type of world. I think, you know, it's a deep world, networking and connecting with people that you wouldn't otherwise do anywhere else. So I think it is quite special, and that, like Mrs. Rock said, is very motivational.
I think one important thing that I've learned, which I knew anyway, but I'd like to reiterate, is that, you know, YouTubers that you see, they are real people with real lives and real responsibilities. Knowing Seniac, the things that he has to do, I think it's important to remember they're real people. You know, they can't just drop everything just to do what you want them to do, or, you know, be where you want them to be. At like streams and things like that, you know.
Or like now, like ill, you know, I'm hiding the fact of how actual ill I'm feeling, but you know, there's still things that we have to try and squeeze out and do, you know, and it's just but Mrs. Rock's right, real people. That was a really good question, that Bread Cat. Thank you.
Thank you, Bread Cat.
We got another
good question.
We've got another question from Kyle. Do you have any more summer plans than Ibiza? Well, obviously we're a bit late doing this. Like I said, we did do this once before, but we ran into audio issues and stuff like that. So other plans we did have was the Wales trip. We did go to Towan. We went with the family. We didn't do any recordings there or nothing like that, because
but not
more kind of like just subtle, kind of just personal. It was a shorter trip, a little bit of travelling in between it and stuff as well. We've still got a bunch of videos that we need to do kind of for Ibiza as well. Not mega, because the humidity was just too crazy. So a lot of the ideas and plans that we had just went. I know a couple of people were panicking, thinking we weren't going to spend much family time in that, but we always pre-plan these things. You know, 2 weeks is a long time, spending all that time with each other. There's always gaps in between to go and record. Like we always say, if you think about it, when you're out on a trip, how often do you have your phone out on you anyway? Taking videos, taking a couple of pictures. This isn't any different. You know, just whacking the GoPro on, taking a couple of pictures and some videos. No different to what you would do personally, except that when you're at home, you just edit that up and then off it goes into the world of YouTubes and stuff. But yeah, I suppose maybe plans for next year. We're not too sure yet. We're not too sure. Might either go back to Ibiza for a week. It might just be a week this time. We've got Baby Rock with us as well, so you know it can be quite difficult with the whole travelling, planes as well. You know, bit of cabin crew. You know, the baby screaming. Yeah, I've got a few plans for a few shorter trips and stuff like that as well, which we'll probably talk a bit more because I think I'm pretty sure to see the question that might relate to that. So, but yeah, that was it. It was Ibiza and Towin. And the door's pretty much open for next year, for next summer. Thank you, Kyle. We've got another question from Kyle. Mrs. Rock, have you seen any movies that came out this year, like the new Little Mermaid?
I went to see The Little Mermaid as soon as it came out. I went with my mum. Little story behind that. It was the Disney version was the original animated one. Was the very first cinema trip that I went on as a child, and my mum said I did not move. I was just like and I have been obsessed with mermaids ever since. I am very obsessed with mermaids still. Funnily enough, I can't put my head underwater. I have a fear of the deep sea. To be honest, I don't watch a lot of movies. My thing is true crime. I like true crime and spooky things. So most of those things that I watch are on YouTube or Netflix, Prime, Amazon Prime. But The Little Mermaid was epic. Loved it.
You like films like Spider-Man, Transformers, Paddington, don't you? All that stuff.
Yeah, Spider-Man, one of my favourite films. Paddington and Paddington 2, one of my favourite films. And Transformers is my favourite film.
We went a couple of years ago to watch Bumblebee, didn't we?
Bumblebee, yeah.
Bumblebee's really good.
Bumblebee and Optimus Prime are my favourites.
Yeah.
I think a film I'd really like to go and see this year, I think it's coming out in November 2023. It's called Napoleon, so I'd really like to go and see that one if I'm well. It's the time of the year when I get multiple illnesses now.
Dead.
If I'm not dead. So another good question. Thank you, Kyle. Johnny Boy's come in with another question. Do you like cheese? I very much love cheese. I love all different types of cheese.
Favourite cheese?
Favourite cheese for me is probably gonna be, I like smoked cheese. So a proper good German.
I don't really eat
cedarwood smoked cheese. I like vintage cheeses. I like smelly cheeses, like Stilton, like blue cheeses, Leicester, Gloucester, every type of cheese you could imagine. I like exploring lots and lots of different cheeses. You like cheese as well, don't you?
I do. I did have a favourite. Well, I do still. I've got like two favourites. So my favourite is brie, always with the skin on, because the French would go mad if you took the skin off it. And cranberry cheese, oh my god.
It's a nice one. You like cheese as well, don't you?
I like cheese. I don't normally eat cheese, but I like it though.
You like it on pizza.
I like it on pizza.
Nice yummy cheese pizza. We got another question from Johnny Boy. What is your favourite game on Roblox?
Mine's Greenville.
Yours is Greenville.
Yeah,
I like Tropical Resort Tycoon.
Zach's Service Station.
Off Roblox. Have you got a favourite game?
Off Roblox
as well.
Yeah, I play a lot of Mini Metro and Mini Motorways.
Have you got any other games that you like?
Mini Metro.
Forza as well. Goat Sim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like Forza Horizon. Go Simulator. Goat Simulator is very funny.
Games that I've played all over the years. GTA. I love Assassin's Creed. Used to play a lot of Call of Duty, although I don't really play much of that anymore. But I used to play a lot of it. There's any type of space game as well. It's got like No Man's Sky. I'm checking out Starfield as well. There's quite a good bunch of different games. I like my simulators as well. Train Simulator, Euro Truck, Microsoft Flight Sim, stuff like that. So there's quite a big bunch. I don't always put content up for because a lot of it's Roblox, but they're kind of a lot of the kickback games that I like playing as well.
I like Call of Duty Mobile as well, but space-wise, it just takes up far too much
space.
On the phone.
Johnny Boy come in with another question as well, which is the last on this post, and then we'll move on to the other ones, which was, why was your name on Roblox Funky Wisdom? It's because when I first made an account, that was kind of like, it was a randomly generated name, I think, wasn't it? And that was before we made a YouTube account or anything, so rather than me having to make a second account and all that stuff, I just changed the nickname to Mr. Rock. So that's why some games it'll be Funky Wisdom, and then some games that have the nickname and it's just Mr. Rock. I mean, I could change and make a new account, but I've got so much progression on other games and stuff, it's just pointless. If I ever needed to make some sort of Mr. Rock alt in the future, I might do, but at the minute, no need to change it. It's quite a snazzy name as well, Funky Wisdom.
It's a bit similar because Mrs. Rock's name on Roblox used to be Mrs. Bell 86, and my name on Roblox used to be Zuzi Boy 14, but I changed my nickname into Little Rock, and Mrs. Rock changed her nickname into Mrs. Rock.
Can we all just
and there we go.
appreciate the dog snoring?
The dog. Where's the dog then?
I'm still sitting on the couch. I'm going to take you on a trip over. If I get up and move, he'll probably wake up. But there he is, dreaming about 200 million subs.
200.
So thank you very much. That's all the questions on that main post done.
So this one's from Josh. It's one that we've answered, but I'm a little late. But what game did you enjoy the most playing? So
yeah, I think probably got to be the same answers for you, Greenville.
My favourite my favourite game on Roblox is Greenville.
Tropical Resort Tycoon's always going to be my firm favourite. And
service station.
There we go.
Alice has got some good questions. Have you got any future plans for the channel? And how will your community engagement be once your channel grows to a large sum, like 100k subs or more?
So future plans for the channel is probably more or less how it is at the minute, except an increase in content. So at the minute, because of life and responsibilities at the minute, we're just about managing to reach the minimum of content that we can put up. We are due to be getting a car. We're just waiting for it now. Hopefully the end of this year, 2023. That will give me access to getting out and about a lot more in terms of trip videos. So, you know, that is one thing I want to increase on in the future is big content on the trip stuff. Not just in the UK and getting out and about, but kind of doing like shorter kind of city breaks anywhere I can get access to in the world, basically. It could be like, I don't know, take a 2-3 night trip to Barcelona and just vlog the whole thing, or it could be the States, it could be anywhere in the world, but obviously that's where things like the membership and all that stuff, bulk of that will fund these trips. That's what we need the cash for, because a lot of these things aren't cheap sometimes. So, and then obviously the more of us that go, the more it costs. So say if I take Little Rock with me, got to make sure we've got everything from insurance to the plane fare, everything. So plans will be an increase in how I do the trip videos. Roblox will probably always stay as kind of like the bread and butter stuff. See how that goes with that. And is there anything else in terms of future plans? I'm not too sure. We'll see how it goes with kind of like non-Roblox content like PC games and stuff. They're kind of like the future plans anyway. Increasing the trip stuff's definitely on the cards to do.
Rock are laughing our heads off in the background because of the dog snoring so loud. So how will your community engagement be once your channel grows to a large sum, like 100k subs or more? So that's one thing that we do discuss quite often. When we started out, I never thought we'd get 10 subs, let alone, you know, where we're at now, 3,000. It seems like it's been like a snowball. Now it just seems to be like, you know, almost 100 a week. Community engagement, I think, obviously, you know, that there comes a point where there's not gonna be any chance of being able to keep up with absolutely everything. You know, I think it's important, obviously, the people who are there right now, they're the ones who were, there from the beginning. If anything, they're our biggest supporters and always will be. It's important to keep that. We've got staff as well, like in our Discord, that obviously we've made relationships with too. So those relationships will always be maintained. Things like, the chat going off, it's impossible. I find it very difficult even keeping up with the chat on, when I have streamed in the past. I find it very difficult to chat in VC, keep up with the chat on screen and game at the same time. Mr. Rock's really good at that. I'm not so good at that. So I can't imagine how it's going to be when the chat's going off. One thing I'd like to say is thank you, because you said, how will your community engagement be once your channel grows to a large sum, like 100k subs or more? You didn't say if. You basically said when. That's really, really nice as well. Thank you, Alice.
Yeah, I think everything, the only thing I need to touch on is, I can't sit here and lie and say that, say in the future things got busier, that, I'll be able to actively reply to every comment and all that stuff as well. It all depends on the numbers and how quick things are and stuff like that. See, the thing is as the years go on, responsibilities here ease up a bit, because Baby Rock's not going to be a baby forever. At the minute, a lot of my time is taken up in that, so that's why I can be quite slow trying to reply or get back, because a lot of my time is taken up in sort of outside activities, responsibilities, all that stuff. So, but that responsibility will lessen as the years go on. So it'll kind of balance itself, where I'll have a bit more time to engage and communicate back. But at the same time, if there's too many people, it would be physically impossible to kind of keep up. I've watched YouTubers over the years where they can have 3, 4, 5k comments on a video. You can't sit there and reply to all of them in a quick amount of time. We'd always try our best. We're never going to change who we are now. It's not like, all of a sudden
we all never change.
You get 100k and then we're, completely different people. We'll always be the same. It's just that I'll have to find a bit of a balance on if we've got a lot of videos going out and they get maybe a lot of comments, or we're in the streams and, it's going crazy, or if I'm in VC. Things like VC, naturally, words have to change because, being in there, having I don't know, queues of people in the waiting room and then people kicking off because they can't come in and all that. But that'd just be, I don't know what I'd do with that. Obviously it'd have to be watered down a lot, or VC might just have to cease to exist. I haven't got a clue. It'll just base on month after month, year after year. In terms of Discord, obviously it'll probably grow, and I'll just dip in and out and have a laugh, have a chat, and we've got the other channels as well. But things in terms of us, we won't change. We'll be the exact same people. It's just that it might just be a bit busier. But yeah, very good questions, Alice. Thank you so much. They were good questions then.
Next question is from Floptopia. What will you do if you hit 10,000 subs? What I will do is probably go and buy a bottle of champagne and then write to YouTube and say, why the heck did you get rid of the red play button?
I'd be happy. I'd be
weird,
spending me money on stuff.
Millions and millions for 10k subs. There we go. I think
he's also asked thoughts on 30-hour stream.
Okay, so reaching 10k subs obviously is a fantastic milestone. Yeah. So obviously I'll be extremely happy. I think more so for Little Rock as well.
I'd be happy. Mm-hmm.
It'll be a really, really good milestone, and at least it gives us confidence knowing if we were to ever reach, say, 10k subs, that we're doing something right at least. But there's always more that can be done, and just keep pressing on from there. 30-hour stream, knowing me the way I am, that would be achievable. Whether that ever actually happens or not, I don't know, because again, I don't kind of live by myself where I can just kind of just kick back and do a however many hours stream I want. That's why I don't really ever do anything like subathons or stuff like that, because I just can't at this stage in the life that I'm at now. Maybe in the future, yes, I don't know. But a 30-hour stream, personally, I think I could probably achieve that. Like last time, so we did a stream, started at, I don't know, 10 a.m. in the morning, and then went right the way through till 10 a.m. the next morning, which is 24 hours. I reckon I could push it for an extra, what would that be, 6 hours? I think that would be achievable. I know a lot of people would be thinking, well, there's only one way to do it, but at the minute I can never attempt to try and do a 31, but who knows, maybe in the future, we'll see.
Next question is numerous questions from Peanut Salt. It's very broken English, so bear with me, I will translate. Number one, where did you travel for the first time? So I went to Spain when I was 1 or 2. As a couple, me and Mr. Rock went to Egypt.
I think for me, I went to first trip abroad for me was with my best friend, who's more like a brother really, and his dad and his uncle to Tenerife, and that was a bit later, I think when I was about 13, 14. And then first trip abroad with Mrs. Rock was Egypt. I think Little Rock's first trip abroad was...
It was
Ibiza?
It was Escanor and Ibiza. It was 8 years ago this. I was 1 and we went to stay at a hotel next to like the Mediterranean Sea.
And a good little bit of trivia is Little Rock's first birthday was, first holiday was when he was 1 to Ibiza, and Baby Rock's first holiday was to Ibiza when she was 1 as well. A little bit of trivia for you.
Peanut Salt again. How many times do you eat Jaffa cakes?
Too many. Too many times. Too many times.
This one, I'm not sure what you mean, but I think you mean, is Mumbai my actual twinny? No, she's not my actual twinny. We're not sisters, but we are so alike in our ways and things that we do and say, that we call each other twinny, and we're best friends. And how many children do you have? So we've got 3 children. We've got Amelia and Little Rock and Baby Rock.
Who's Baby Rock's having a nap? Really good questions. Jaffa cakes, I'll be eating them now, but my throat's ruined at the minute. I'm truly hiding how I feel inside. But okay, so you wouldn't believe the absolute nightmare we've had trying to put this together. As you can see, it probably looks like it's actually night time, a completely different day. When we uploaded the video again, the last section of the video just completely cut off, didn't exist. So yeah, really annoying, but it is what it is. We're going to carry on, and I think we got up to Peanut's questions, which I think we've already answered. And I think the next question is one of Jay Mollett's questions, which is what got you into streaming. So what got us into streaming is there's no kind of big, massive, fancy answer to it. Basically, it was just that, you know, we just decided to give it a go. That's all that is to it. It was me and Mrs. Rock. We decided to sit at the PC together, and we had one microphone between us. I think we did try it sometimes with different headsets and stuff like that, and it was some sort of, I think it was like a time traveling tycoon, I think it was. And I think Mumbai, new friend, joined, and I can't remember if a couple of other people joined as well. So we kind of gave that a go. I was really, really nervous to begin with, but it kind of went okay, as okay as it could. But yeah, it was quite nerve-wracking and fun at the same time. So Jay's second question is, when do you think you will hit 3k subs? Well,
yeah, we've already hit 3k subs.
A bit of time's passed because it's taken so long to make this Q&A.
My guess, after we hit 200k, which we're on 300k now, but before we reach 300k, I was gonna say like in a while, but it went quick. We've now reached 300k now.
So next time we do one of these Q&As, with this being the first one, we've had multiple tech issues and different things happening. I won't leave it as long. Next time we'll make sure it goes together, because we need to figure out why chunks of the footage wasn't uploading from the GoPro, so that gives us a bit of time to sort that out as well. So yeah, 3k's passed since then, but yeah, thank you very much, Jay. Good questions. Next question is from King Fulio, aka Ryan. Will we see Mrs. Rock back on a stream once a month? Possibly. I haven't got Mrs. Rock with me here right now. She did explain on the previous thing that we did for this, but again the footage is lost. So what she was basically explaining is that she likes to kind of at the minute stick to the behind the scenes stuff with the editing and doing all that, because it's something that she really, really enjoys. She may do a stream every so often, maybe on like a mobile game, possibly on maybe Twitch or something. We don't know yet. She might do. And she'll probably pop on things like when we do like a 24-hour stream, something like that, you know, or like if we do games of maybe like Marble Run or Among Us, maybe something like that. So yeah, she'll pop in from time to time, but there'll be kind of no consistency with it. As time goes on, she may increase that, but we're not too sure yet. But I always do enjoy when she's able to pop on, because that's what we kind of used to do. So hopefully that answered your question there, King. Thank you very much. We've got a question from King Javi804 asking, will you do YouTube full time? So the plan is for YouTube to do a full time. We currently stream like in the kitchen. It's the only place that we can fit the PC in at the minute, and with us having family and other things that we have going on in real life, it's hard to kind of do it like kind of full on 7 days a week, you know. So I think in time, once I'm able to get maybe like a little studio set up somewhere where I can put the PC in there, it'll be quieter, I can record at different times and stuff like that, then maybe you can, you know, move towards possibly doing it full time in the future. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that, because at the minute we've got like a minimum at least of 3 Roblox videos going up, and that's why I've got separate games like Assassin's Creed with no commentary on it, purely down to the fact that we can have a lot of noise interference, audio interference in the background. So yeah, maybe once I've got a separate place where I can record, you know, we might be able to get more content pumped out, and then I suppose that'll be kind of full time maybe. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, all in good time in the future as that goes on. Thank you very much, King Javi. We've got Amazingly Bear. What/who inspired you to make your first video on YouTube? Well, as Little Rock made his first video, who inspired you to make your first video?
Seniac inspired me.
So there we go. We've got it from RockSteadies himself. It was Seniac who inspired him to make his first video.
I made the first video, and for any of you who are watching this video right now, and if you haven't seen the first video that we posted up, I fancy if you go and watch it. But it's fine if you
remember what game it was?
Block Party.
Block Party.
I remember.
We had some good fun on that game, didn't we?
I had some really good fun.
We should go on it again soon.
Yeah.
It was a good vibe.
I'll be back soon.
You did the DJ in there as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like a little DJ booth.
Little DJ.
We used to play Block Party a lot. Like, a lot.
I still play it, but I only play it sometimes. I don't play it much.
So hopefully that answered your question there, amazing. It was Seniac for Little Rock who inspired him to make his first video. Kyle coming in with, will you get scared by Slenderman when? All the time, Kyle. Slenderman is a scary dude. I haven't played any games that involve Slenderman. Maybe I'll try and find one and play it just for you. But yeah, possibly soon, Kyle.
I played games which are involved with Slenderman. Not much games, but some games, like the normal elevator, that used to have Slenderman, I think.
Yeah, but I think it did, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
I like those elevator games.
I don't think it has it anymore, but I think it does. I'm not sure.
So yeah, soon, Kyle, soon. And we've got, I think we're coming up to the very last question, which is again from our designated weatherman Kyle. Do you like my new crash dummy profile because you crash vehicles a lot? I'm looking at it now, Kyle. It looks excellent. And what are we saying about my driving skills in game? I'm Mr. Driver 101. Yeah, but yeah. What I'll probably do, Kyle, I don't know if you'd like to see one maybe once we've got the car, if you'd like to see a in real life video of me actually driving, which there won't be any crashing. And yeah, I need to see some evidence of me crashing in game, Kyle, because there's absolutely none. Doesn't exist up there. So do you think I'm a good driver in game, Little Rock? Honest opinion? Ooh, 50-50. See what you've done now, Kyle. See what you've done. So, yeah, there we go. All the questions there are answered. Apologies, again, for the length of time it's taken for this to go up. In the future, anytime we might do another Q&A, we'll make sure that it's done within the month, because I know some people will have lost the memberships, especially people who've been gifted memberships, because I know they only last for the 1 month. So what I'm going to do for this particular video, we'll get it uploaded for a day or two for members, existing members to see it, and then I'm just going to drop it into the public for everybody to see, because I know a bunch of people who've asked, and haven't got a current membership as of now. So we'll get that boxed off. Hope you have enjoyed the Q&A. It's our very first one that we've ever done. I had no intention of doing one like yet, but again, shout out to Intellidon for suggesting it. And we might be able to do another one again in the future, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Again, let me know if you've got any ideas for other things that you'd like to see in terms of membership videos. Give us a shout. We, like I say, should have a car hopefully within the next month or two, so be able to get out and about a bit more.
The start or end of November, did you say?
That's it. And currently at the time of making this video now, we're kind of cruising through to the end of October. So once we've got that car, it'll allow me to get out and about a bit further, because I know some people said about getting some footage for things like boats and stuff like that. So I've got a few ideas for membership videos. It can be difficult sometimes, because when you make a member video, you kind of think you want to throw it into the public for everybody to see. But I do want to make some exclusive content because it's what makes the membership worthwhile. So I'm kind of actively thinking on a couple of projects that we can do. So yeah, keep an eye out for them. And we have got plans to make some other videos as well for what we do before the stream and kind of after the stream. So we'll do anything like that. And if there's anything else you'd like to see in terms of like the PC or whatever, again, just comment below and just give us some ideas.
And also when we've got the car, we can be able to put like a dash cam in the car maybe, and maybe show you some footage.
That sounds like a good idea.
Possibly.
Maybe if we go on any big lengthy trips, I don't know, driving to Scotland or Wales or down south, then, if any of you are interested in a bit of maybe driving ASMR, then we can take some footage from that as well. Yeah, it's a good idea, Little Rock.
ASMR in our vehicle.
There we go. Sounds good. Good idea. High five. Yeah, but I think we're going to wrap up the video for here, because this has been a thorn in my side. I've enjoyed doing the Q&A. That's not been an issue. It's the fact that we've had so many issues doing it, kind of like with the cameras and stuff. But hopefully it's done now, and we'll probably do another Q&A in the future at some point. So would you like to wrap up the video? Quick panning of the dog there as well.
He's back to sleep.
He's dreaming. Couldn't answer any questions today because he's sleeping. But he might do in the next one.
Sleeping in the middle of the video.
There we go. So would you like to wrap up the video, Little Rock?
If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications and like. And till next time, my friends, take care. Bye-bye.